This year, my team packed in more challenges and cards than ever, and this player put in the skills and the time to defend their title of My Team GOAT. That's right, a repeat winner. The award goes once again to Mong Long Hong.
Congratulations, My Team GOAT. From the awards to recognize you. So congratulations to...
Drum roll, please.
Trill Talk 211. Today we welcome back Trill, one of the participants in the Jersey Design Contest. Trill, how's it going?
Pretty good, man. Thanks for asking. I appreciate being on the show. Absolutely.
Well, the results are in, and the reason why we're bringing you on the show is because you are the winner of the Jersey Design Contest.
Oh man, that's a blessing to hear. Like, for real, Trill Talk, that's amazing. You know, I'm sure my teammates gonna be happy. That 250 KBC gonna come in handy with my center.
Now, one thing I love about you is that you're actually designing these with your designs.
Sure. So I got a degree in graphic design and web development, and I just wanted to. I see a lot of jerseys out there, and they kind of look the same. But when I design, like in real life for clients, I pretty
If it's the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, it can only mean one thing. Welcome to Cleveland, Ohio. The NBA on 2K Sports. It's a beautiful Sunday afternoon. Tonight, it'll be the Utah Jazz going up against the Cleveland Cavaliers at Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse. This is Kevin Harlan along courtside with Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge on our sideline. Hey, Dave.
Good evening to you, Kevin. Donovan Mitchell is precocious beyond his years. He says, I lead a lot using my voice. It's natural for me. And Coach Quinn Snyder said, the way Donovan carries himself is infectious. There's an innocence to the way he plays. He's not showboating, he's just smiling. He loves to compete. Guys?
I love his personality. That was a great story, Dave. Thank you. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Bojan Bogdanovic.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Conley is the point with Mitchell as the two guard. Bogdanovic out there with O'Neal, and it's Gobert in at the center position. For the Cavaliers, Kevin Love out there with Mobley. Then there's Garland. Then there's Karis LeVert. And it's Osman in at the 3 spot. What do you think, Brett, happens to a team with its chemistry at this stage of the season? Teammates have spent clearly a lot of time together by this point.
Well, I think you try to find ways to still keep practice entertaining and try to find those days off and sneak in some things that are, outside of what the monotony of a season might be over the course of 6 or 7 months. So continuing to be creative with a day off, maybe visits in the city to someplace the guys haven't been before, team dinners and things like that to still promote the camaraderie you want and togetherness of the team, Kevin. That becomes extremely important at this point of the year.
And not the same skinny guy he was when he entered the league. Gobert a lot less affected by contact these days.
Now, here's Garland. Coming off a solid outing against Washington. Shoots from 12. And it's Osman missing. Bogdanovic against LeVert. And it's Bogdanovic off the drive. And it's good for 2.
And Bogdanovic, a talented scorer, likes getting involved down low.
Garland, the pass to LeVert. Garland looking it over. Stolen by Conley. comes Conley all alone. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And Gobert is so well set up there. All he's got to do is elevate above the D and take that one home.
It's been a slow start here for Cleveland. 6-point game. This their first chance this season playing the Jazz.
It's an East versus West matchup tonight. First meeting of the year between these two.
Yeah, fun to see maybe.
Okay. A dynamic leaper with an impressive wingspan. Mitchell usually has some flashy dunks up his sleeve.
And they're bringing you up close and personal on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Garland, the pass to LeVert. Here's Osman. That one's off, still out of sync.
That's the third straight miss to start this game, and they're still looking for their first match. Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
Yeah, I think they prepared to face more defensive pressure, and that one didn't happen. Boy, they just rolled.
It took just a little bit of time, but once they figured out the D on that night, man, their offense was rolling.
Here's Garland. Gobert with the block.
And the reach and height of Gobert, it literally makes it impossible to score over him. He's able to get all over that shot.
Mitchell against LeVert. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Driving inside. A rebound by the Jazz. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
And if you look at the box score from that game, guys, the first thing you'll notice is how many turnovers they force.
Well, all those turnovers made it a scrappy game, which suits them. It caused a lot of chaos with their defense, which played right into their hands.
To the inside. And Kevin Love, the bucket with the assist by LeVert.
A solid passer at his position. LeVert excels at finding his teammates when they're open.
Conley against LeVert. Conley gets the bucket.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
The Cavaliers trail by 12. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Garland, the pass to LeVert. That's a miss, his second after 2 shots.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go, even with the defense not really a factor.
Conley for 3, gets it to go from beyond the arc. Conley's got 5.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
And after a down season in 2020, with some questioning if he was over the hill, great Mike Conley came roaring back last season.
And the first player ever to make his All-Star debut that far into his career. It had to feel something like redemption. And I tell you, he's not done yet. Has a nice new contract to prove it.
To the middle. Here's Gobert. Makes it off the glass. 8 points for him.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Mitchell against LeVert. He takes it in. Passes to Osman. That's good. And it's LeVert with the assist.
Not where he earns his money, that three-point shot, but he's a good shooter from that range if he's got space.
Mitchell dishes to Bogdanovic. Mitchell looking it over. Down low. Gobert. Stolen by Garland. It's LeVert on the wing. And the shot goes in. LeVert's got his second bucket.
Due to that aggressive style of play on the offensive end, LeVert is kind of just used to contact at this point.
Gobert against Love. Outside Conley. 4 on the clock. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. Gobert can't hit. And so Garland will bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Trailing by 10 for 3. The shot misses. And it's Utah the other way. Now here's Bogdanovic. Boy, he was something else against Boston. And Gobert gets to Conley. A 3-ball. Nailed from three-point land. Conley's got 8.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, well, I settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that.
Here's Conley. Gobert trying to get open, and it's Conley that time on the assist by Gobert.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
It's LeVert with the drive.
And just so good at reading angles. When LeVert spots a lane to the rim, he is all over it.
Mitchell kicks to Bogdanovic. Love against Mitchell. Here's Osman. He's coming off a 13-point game against Washington.
As a big, once you get position inside, it allows you to fight and come away with a lot of tough boards.
The Cavaliers trail by 11. LeVert the pass to Garland. Pass to Mobley. 6 on the shot clock. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last.
All right, a chance to look at stats for Darius Garland. The last 10 games, he has been on a heck of a run, averaging about 19 points, 8 assists, and 2 rebounds. And you love how he facilitates their offense. Just a terrific decision maker.
So many times it's with the extra pass, and man, he's delivering.
Shot clock at 6. Here's Markkanen over Bogdanovic, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. And Markkanen out of Finland, Greg, was one of the hot names in free agency this last summer.
And surprisingly, didn't get an extension before the season. Just hard to find 7-footers that can shoot like Markkanen. You knew at least a few teams would try and lure him away.
And the Jazz making a change here. Whiteside's checked in for Gobert. Eric Pascal comes in for Bogdanovic. Rudy Gay's checked in for Donovan Mitchell. And it's Butler in for Mike Conley. And that one's good by Butler.
3 points.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Here's Rondo. And that's collected by Gay. Jazz leading by 12. Butler feeling it out a bit. To the paint. Here's Whiteside. The shot's good on the assist by Butler.
Assisted.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Yeah, the bully ball tonight has paid dividends. Highly effective down there with the physical play.
And here's Markkanen. He's coming off a 10-point game against Washington. Here's Mobley. Here's Brown. Goes back up. Rebounded by the Jazz. Clarkson outside. 3-pointer. And the Jazz another 3.
Great 3-point shooting here out of the gate. That makes 4 makes already from long distance.
Rondo passes to Markkanen. Looking to end the run. And it's Whiteside with the rebound. Utah's gone 4 of 5 from 3-point land to get things going here in the first. And here's Gay outside. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. Outside, Markkanen. Here he goes. And Markkanen throws it down.
goodness. Get up there, Lowry. The forward from Finland there with an emphatic finish.
There's 1:47 left to play here in the first. Here's Clarkson, and he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Now that's the way it's done. Take it up high and throw it down with everything you got.
That's right. He was not going to take the soft approach on that drive.
Well, not that wide open. You're given a juicy gift by the defense. You got to sink your teeth into it.
And finished off by Brown.
And you can't leave someone open around Rondo. He'll find them.
Butler passes to Whiteside. He dishes it to Clarkson. Pass to Pascal. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. And the Jazz lead by 17.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Cleveland's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Here's Steffens. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Rondo looking around. Over Butler. Hassan Whiteside grabs the miss.
The D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
Butler, no good. Here's Steffens. He's covered by Clarkson. Here's Rondo. And so it's the Utah Jazz feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. Their defense has been active and effective. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. Well, Rajon Rondo winning titles in Boston and Los Angeles, and he expressed the difference winning titles then and now in the later stages of his career.
Just having my son witness the opportunity of me winning at a later age in my career. I won when I was 21, but coming full circle many, many moons later, my son's 9 now at the time, so he was able to witness me win a championship, and that's probably the greatest feeling I've ever had in basketball.
I can understand being able to share those special moments with the ones you love.
And that's what it's all about. And for Rondo, who knows? Maybe someday we'll win even more as a coach.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Utah?
We've seen a lot of their points coming off penetration in the first half.
Well, it's also been a real solid start for them from behind the three-point line. That shot's been there so far.
So with Conley sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder right now. Rudy Gay is out there with Eric Pascal. Then there's Whiteside. Then it's Butler. And it's Clarkson in at the 2-guard spot. Three-pointer.
Got to play defense for more than the first pass. That time Clarkson stays with the possession. That helps out big time.
And there's the pass to Pascal. Gay outside. And there's the drive. Here's Clarkson. The Cavaliers pull it in. Outside, marking it. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Here's Mobley. No good. Shot missing. Good work defensively by Gay. Here's Pascal. And slam dunk by Pascal.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. After making the finals 4 straight years from 2015 to 2018, there have been some lean years lately for the Cavaliers. Over the last 3 seasons, they've only won a couple more games than they did in a single season, their title season of 2016. Coach J.B. Bickerstaff says the losing is tough on everybody, but I look forward to the journey ahead. Kevin, back to you.
What do they say, D.A.? The journey is the reward. Thanks.
And he has lost all confidence out there. Still not a single field goal made in the game.
Markkanen against Gay. Lets it go. That one doesn't drop. And Cleveland the other way now. They get a hand on it. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Right side against Rondo. To stop the drought. It's hauled in by Gay. Gay's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Yeah, pretty safe to say that this is the kind of game that you just want to flush as soon as you get done with it.
And the jam by Rudy Gay.
How about the speed with which he got to the rim that time? Rudy Gay, excellent job of dropping the hammer.
And it's Rondo with the ball for the Cavaliers. Nothing offensively yet from them in the second quarter. Timeout called the Cavaliers. And with the rise of guards like Steph Curry and Trae Young, seems like the little guys are really making their mark in the NBA.
So they're starting to affect Kevin the way that really management is looking at building out their team. They're trying to find wings that are equipped with defensive ability but willingness to shoot the 3 ball, guards that are small enough and quick enough to get you an advantage to spread the floor a little bit. So the 3 ball and the way team construction has happened has changed the league quite rapidly.
Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
LeVert kicks to Love. Garland against Conley. Garland, the pass to Love. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Cavaliers will retain possession. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. LeVert, and so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
Outside Garland, down to 5 on the shot clock.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
O'Neal against Garland. And O'Neal gets it to go. O'Neal's got his second basket of the game.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Garland, the pass to LeVert. Gobert with the block, and they'll keep possession to end the run. Rebound, Utah. Gobert's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Utah shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
Royce O'Neal, 2 shots.
Get the Greek shit out of here. Emoji rolling on the floor laughing.
That's good from O'Neal. All right, Greg, I'm going to put you on the spot. Who do you think right now has the best backcourt in the NBA?
Oh, my goodness. I mean, so many terrific backcourts to choose from. You know, Phoenix has got to be in that conversation with Chris Paul and Devin Booker. But I'll tell you what, with the Splash Brothers healthy and back at it, it's just hard to beat that combination.
Here's Osman, guarded by O'Neal. And it's Osman missing.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Frustration seems to be mounting here, and you can see not just in their faces, but right now in their quick and hurried shot selection.
And there it is for him. Gobert's got 10.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
All night long, in control of the pace, and don't want to let go of that rope right now.
And just taking his frustration out on the rim. He ends a huge run by Utah.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
Well, Darius Garland, another one of those players who is in the second generation of NBA appearances. His father played 7 seasons in the league, and has got to be very proud of all of his effort.
Feeds to Bogdanovic. Back to Mitchell. For the 3. It's not going to go for him.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Ready by Bogdanovic. Utah's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. Ripped away. Here's Osman. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. And that's a foul called on Lauri Markkanen.
That's his first.
That is his first foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Conley with the 3. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
I'm impressed with Conley's scoring ability here. He's an alert guard who understands how to attack the defense.
Garland kicks to Markkanen. Here's Love. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
2 teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
And boy, you got to hand it to Kevin Love. Opening up about mental health, helping to raise awareness on a subject that affects so many around the globe.
Yeah, I think both Kevin Love and DeMar DeRozan, from the player's standpoint, did a great job of shedding light in that area. But Adam Silver himself, who went to a conference and talked a lot about what players are dealing with and how the stresses of social media and the pressures of playing are wearing on them. The league as a whole, players, management, and the commissioner himself have done a great job of providing this kind of safe environment for players to be courageous enough to step out and say, I need help.
No doubt about the potential that Markkanen has. He just needs to keep improving, especially on the defensive end.
And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for the Utah Jazz. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Minnesota, where they'll take on the Timberwolves. That'll be game 2 of 4 straight on the road. Inside, Gobert. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got 3 assists in the game. Well, Cleveland shooting a putrid 25% from the field. Poor shot selection all around. Garland finds LeVert. There's another block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. And there's another one for the Jazz.
What a performance on the offensive end. He's making the defenders pay right now for all of the mistakes they're making.
Outside Garland. Passes it to Markkanen. Back to Garland. This one for 3. Buries it from 3-point range. Garland's got 6.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Mitchell kicks to Gobert. And he uses the glass on the layup. He's got 14.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Garland the pass to LeVert. To the inside. Bogdanovic against Markkanen. Here's Garland. The shot will not fall. Good work defensively by Conley.
And they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Bogdanovic looking around. Clock at 6. To the middle. Here's O'Neal, and the dunk by O'Neal.
I love Bogdanovic's ability to put the team first. When he sees one of his guys open, he's a willing ball mover.
Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Garland, the pass to LeVert. Right side, Markkanen. Love trying to break loose. And Markkanen with the basket on the assist by LeVert. LeVert's got 3 assists now in this one. O'Neal kicks to Mitchell. Takes it inside, and it's Mitchell with the jam.
And you got to clog up those lanes. Mitchell just explodes to the rim when he gets to that launching pad.
Outside Garland. Over Conley. That's short off the rim.
2 minutes.
His shots aren't dropping, and they haven't been able to keep pace, but they trust him enough to keep going to him, see if he can find it.
And when he's hitting from deep, Mitchell's practically unguardable. Can't crowd him out there. He'll just drive right around you.
Garland, the pass to LeVert. 1:39 left in the second quarter. Here's Love. Good D by Mitchell.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Bogdanovic against Markkanen. And the Jazz, another 3.
Yeah, I love how adept Bogdanovic is in these sets. Fantastic at just getting space to shoot in that pick and roll.
Shot to stop the run, and the layup good by LeVert. LeVert's got 10 points.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
And Gobert kicks to O'Neal. Conley against Garland. Down low and stolen by Love. Right wing. Osman, the pass to Garland. LeVert against Mitchell. Clock at 4. Pass to Osman. No good on the triple.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
LeVert against Mitchell. Now here's LeVert. He's covered closely. Here's Markkanen. Hits the jump hook. 10 points for him.
Look, you got to keep Markkanen out of the paint. He's just too big on that block and imposes his will.
And so it's Mike Conley making highlights for the Utah Jazz. He ends up dropping in 2 from distance, making a difference from long range in this one. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. With J.B. Bickerstaff, Coach, what will be the areas of emphasis on defense in the second half?
Well, we got to do a much better job just being physical, fighting them deep down in the post. We got to be very aggressive early, not letting them get deep post catches, make them have to kick the basketball out and not take those easy buckets.
That is doing your work early, and we'll see if you can do it in the second half. Thanks, Coach. Back to you.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Nobody had an answer for Mike Conley in the first. He had 18 points, 3 rebounds, and 4 assists. What did you think about Utah, Kenny?
They're getting into the lane whenever they want, getting some high percentage looks. I don't see the coaching staff switching up too much. Keep it simple. Force your opponent to adapt to you.
Looking at Cleveland, Shaq, your thoughts?
First of all, where's the intensity? When a team is pumping you like this, you at least try to put a stop to it. Nope. Just keep giving up open looks, letting the league get bigger and bigger and bigger.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. We're seeing a tremendous game from Mike Conley.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
Yeah, you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, LeVert out there with Darius Garland. Then there's Mobley. Then there's Kevin Love. And it's Osman in at the 3, the small forward. Gobert with the block. And the Jazz pushing it up now. Here's Bogdanovic, and the layup's good off the glass. Bogdanovic has got 7 points.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed. He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Kicks it out to Love. Conley against Garland. Here's Osman.
And I love the activity level of Bogdanovic on the defensive end, using that height and length there to just crowd shooters.
Here's Gobert. Another shot, and the layup is up and in.
Rudy Gobert.
Gobert's got 4 points now in the quarter.
They're doing work here in the second half, 3 or 4 to start.
Here's Garland. Offensive rebound.
Not been an easy start. 3 straight misses here on these possessions.
And Bogdanovic throws it down.
Yeah, the length and height of Bogdanovic is impressive. Outstanding at slamming it down there when he got the chance.
LeVert against Mitchell.
Might be time for the coaching staff to bust out a play for him to get going. 0 for 4 to start the half.
A nice shot by Bogdanovic.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Mobley kicks to LeVert. With some arc. Gobert with the block.
Ouch. 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start coming out of halftime. Oh, great ball movement there.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Garland against Conley. Garland the pass to LeVert. Now Mobley. Now LeVert. 10 points for him. Just 3 to shoot. Over Mitchell. And it's LeVert missing.
Probably not the shot that was drawn up for that possession, but you can't pass it up, and you can't knock it down.
Conley kicks to Mitchell. Gobert against Love. And here's Bogdanovic for 3. And again, it's the Jazz from deep.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Donovan Mitchell is a force offensively, of course, but he knows there's room for work at the other end. He said, I feel the need to really get after it defensively and show that. Watch film on every person I'm guarding. Defense travels. Offense comes and goes. Guys, back to you.
He's never satisfied, and I love that about him, D.A. Thanks. And so Garland will bring it up for Cleveland. Still looking for their first bucket of the second half. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And some much-needed offense right there. He ends that fantastic run by Utah.
A different look for Utah. Whiteside comes in for Bogdanovic, and it's Clarkson in for Royce O'Neal. Conley finds Mitchell. Back. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Conley's got 20 points.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Garland the pass to Stevens. Going inside. Good work defensively by Whiteside. Utah has gotten the 3-ball working for them in the second half. They've hit 3 out of 3 shots from long range. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession. Eric Paschal, he's checked in for Utah.
Substitution, Eric Paschal.
Well, Cleveland shooting about 26% out there. They need to get a better look.